Hey world, it's Tobo. It is July the 18th of 2014, and welcome back to the party. It's Friday, and I am going to cast some games on the new high-rise map, complete with bushy bush and curtains between Magician and KrazyCaley. Now, I believe Drawn Onward actually cast this set a few days ago, but I really wanted to cast some high-rise, so I apparently am casting it as well. So, if you'd like to see another take on this set, absolutely go to the archive in twitch.tv/drawnonward to have a look at what he's done. But yeah, I have a sore throat. So, if I wind up with weird scratchiness or, God forbid, I have to stop the show early for whatever reason, that's why. I have lots of water with me, so I should be able to power on through. But I don't want to make it too much worse than it is. Shouldn't be a problem. We shall see. Starting things off, Kaylee is going to be stepping into the spiral first, with Magician on the Sniper. On any 3 of 5 high-rise. And the missions available are going to be Bug, Contact, Inspect, Seduce, and Fingerprint. Pretty standard setup. Let's see what he can do with it. A little bit of odd pathing off the top there, but he was able to finagle it so it looked quite AI-like. So, pretty good start from Kaylee that way. Also able to pick up the 50% on the flirt pretty well immediately. Very good possibility we'll see him try to wait for the timer flirt here, at least until some of the ambassador's fingerprint stations start going hot. So, it looks like we're just going to see Kaylee hang out for a while. Can't fingerprint until the ambassador does something. She has set down her briefcase, and she's going to books. So there are two hot spots there. 2 places that are available. So we should be picking up our second flirt here. We are indeed doing just that as we grab a drink. That briefcase has already been messed with, and the bookcase has already been messed with. So unfortunately, we're not going to get our start on the fingerprint that way. We were, however, able to get a fingerprint off that drink. So that's going to be quite helpful for Kaylee getting started there. 2 minutes left to play. A fingerprint and a something else to do. Probably not going to be inspected at all. Because statues are a very dangerous thing to be messing with on this map. Here comes the banana bread.
Banana bread.
Gives off 1 big low light, but I think that's all. Oh, and actually just a shot comes off on that. So yeah, Kaylee, I think you played that game fantastically. Wound up not moving the entire time, and still able to get 2.5 missions done. All he needed is another fingerprint somewhere. It would have been his game. Very well played from Kaylee as Magician gets ready to take up the spiral himself. Ooh! Very strange pathing coming out of Magician off the top there. Really gets him low lit, but Kaylee thinks better of it as Magician steps into conversation to prepare prepare for the flirt. Very good positioning here due to the angle the sniper's at. It looks like there's a lot more room between him and his selection target than there really is. 49% on that first flirt. Still able to get a 2 flirt if he greens it, assuming he's nice and close for his next flirt. Nothing hot on the fingerprint yet. Selection target steps away, and we're likely just going to be hanging out here for a little bit. One of the AI... Oh god! That's fine, that's fine, everything's okay. We missed a pad, but it wasn't noticed. So... what situation are we in here? We've got half a flirt, 2 minutes left to play. We've got briefcase available to us. We've got briefcase and bookcase available to us, so I think probably now's a good time to get a start on that. Briefcase has been picked up as the banana bread comes off, so...
Banana bread.
One really unfortunate low light coming off of that, because selection target was probably the most suspicious person on the board right now. Blue bookcase is still hot for fingerprint. Magician, though, stepping in for another flirt. Not going to be in range for the 2 flirt, even if he hits the screen. Does not hit the green, though, so that's going to come up to 82% on that. Still can pick up a hard fingerprint on the blue bookcase if he's feeling daring. Oh god. No, wait, that book may have come... Oh, wow! Was actually going to try to get his inspects done as he went to center statue there, but someone else took the bullet for, I can only assume, is a second statue visit, so... KrazyCaley making a quick misfire there as he steps back into the spiral himself. It's 1-1. Trying things out with a quick 51% on the flirt. Likely will have gotten paired up with his seduction target, though, which could be a little bit unfortunate. We'll see how this turns out for him as he steps away pretty quickly, which I actually quite like, over to one of the window pads on the balcony over there. Going for the briefcase. That's not a briefcase, that is a statue. But he's going to be able to fingerprint that as well, only this way. He picks up a highlight and a couple of inspects for his troubles, which is... I mean, I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like the inspections are an incredibly difficult nut to crack on this map. So we'll see how things go. Was able to pick up a clean fingerprint, though. So that's very nice. Ambassador at red bookcase. So fingerprint's going to be hot there as well. Selection target winds up in a very nice position. The double talk for the flirt on the green test there brings him up to 95%. Double talk was unfortunate. I believe we actually cut off an animation. Oh, we're going to be able to get there before Banana Man because he had a drink to take. So this is going to be a free fingerprint. But what's he going to do? Is he going to try to get the banana bread off, or is he going to go for statues? He's going to have to find that last flirt somewhere, but with 1:30 left to play, that's not going to be too difficult. See, there, this is going to be that flirt right there as red plaid chose a very unfortunate position in the conversation circle, and he is going to go to statues here. This is a very dangerous move. We'll see how Magician reacts to this. Second time at statues, it looks like he's going to let it slide. And to KrazyCaley with the big win here, I believe. Yes, it was indeed the win for KrazyCaley off of that. So, KrazyCaley going huge on the spy to start things off. Let's see if Magician can answer back here as he steps into the spiral himself. Starting things off, does not want to be at red bookcase, so bails off of that before he has a chance for anything to happen. It looked like he was hoping to maybe get a banana bread off. Well, that was a very good redirect on that briefcase. I like that quite a bit as he steps in to get his flirt off at the bookcase, able to hit 51% there. But that's his first flirt only, and only 2 minutes and 45 left to play. Still plenty of time, but we'll see what he can make of this. Oh, just a little bit too far, only hits 99% on that flirt. That is so unfortunate. If he was just a couple pixels closer, that would have been a mission completion. But as is, he's going to need another inspect. And that center statues is such a dangerous position to be in. Does hit all 3 inspects, and that's why that center statue is so dangerous. Immediately Magician rockets up to top suspect. So, seduction target though being nice and giving Magician a free flirt. So that's quite helpful indeed. But he hasn't gotten any work done. Oh, someone else had went to center statues as well, apparently, and took the bullet from Caley. So, 2 spy wins from Caley, and 2 missed shots from Caley. So, we are tied up at 2, with Caley stepping into the spiral. And it's always been those inspects that have convinced Caley to take the shot. But Magician, despite going to center statues there, able to get away with it as KrazyCaley steps into the spiral. Fantastic start from KrazyCaley as far as positioning is concerned. Able to get a redirect from the AI before he even took control and wound up in a perfect path into the conversation next to... Oh god, the bug dead! Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, will put an end to KrazyCaley's streak of spy wins. And Magician has a chance to break serve here. Let's see what he can do. I don't know if this seduce is going to come off. It doesn't. He winds up bailing on it. He is going to be able to pick up a fingerprint, though. He just has to put that briefcase right back down again, and he does indeed. Blue bookcase is hot for fingerprint. I don't remember exactly what the fingerprint behavior is on bookcase, if it triggers on pickup or put down. So if someone in the chat could clarify that for me, that would be fantastic. I know I'm supposed to know this, but I don't. But either way, it's going to be difficult now that Top Hat has picked up that book there. Was able to get the 46% off the flirt from the bookcase. I really... Oh god, oh god. See, this was supposed to be a flirt. That's what this was supposed to be. But because he picked up that low light, he wound up not being killed by the red banana bread. And I really like the positioning that are going for the long distance flirt, because off a 46% first flirt, doesn't manage to get the fingerprint from the drink either, so... This is a very odd situation we're in as Magician. We think we're easily the top suspect because of that red banana bread. Someone else to take a shot. And Magician coming out to a lead here. Excuse me. Yeah, he's actually ahead by a set at this point. KrazyCaley, that really should have been his game, but he low-lit Magician for a very AI-like maneuver right before the red banana bread came off, and because it was low-lit, he didn't see it. So, Caley, at that point, just kind of had to take the best shot he could. And that's what he did. So, KrazyCaley stepping into the spiral here to try to make up some ground. Magician on the sniper. Starting things out with the quick window flirt here. Definitely getting picked up for that window flirt, so dangerous business there. Looks like he's eyeing that briefcase, so let's see what winds up happening here as he steps into side statues. Ooh, did he get seen heading over? It doesn't look like he did. So able to slip in behind the frosted glass. Man, look at that. What a play coming out of Magician. Like, it is possible to see him through there, but it's not easy. Fantastic bouncing coming out as well. Gets him the neutral light as well. KrazyCaley in absolutely fantastic position right now. Able to pick up his second flirt. Was neutral lit after his first statue visit. This could wind up being huge. And if he can get one nice solid fingerprint, he can pick up the second while he finishes up his inspect, if he decides to go that route. 2 minutes left to play. 2 flirts and 2 inspects done at this point. No progress on the fingerprint, but that is easily remediable. And I believe that the statue is still hot for the fingerprint. Able to pick up his first fingerprint here at red bookcase. I should be able to step in for his flirt afterwards and can finish it up right then and there with the side. Uh-oh, looks like orange dress might take a bullet here. She does indeed. And KrazyCaley starting things off on the comeback, but he is not yet successfully caught Magician on the spiral. And if he's going to catch him, it's gotta be on the spiral, because he's taking a dip here. And honestly, it doesn't seem like Magician is going to give him anything, really. So he's just playing really solid on the spy. So KrazyCaley is going to maybe have to stop going so hard on the statues and just try to pick Magician out of this crowd. But as Magician steps into the spiral, let's see what KrazyCaley can do. Only once has Magician actually gone for the inspects, and it was at center statue when he did it. Looks like Magician looking for a banana bread, but too many people stepping out of conversation here. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to get it. Does have a quick 34% on the flirt, though, so that's going to be helpful moving forward.
Banana bread.
Does go for the banana bread, gives off 2 big lowlights there, and that is a huge problem. With only 7 possible spies on this map to start things off, That brings the possible suspect count down to 5. And that is not very many people to keep track of on this map, or on any map, really. 5 partygoers is a very small party indeed. Magician stepping in for, if it's a green test, his final flirt, but seduction target has something else to say about that as he steps out into the statue, which is quite unfortunate. Magician going to give chase, though, for the flirt at the statue here. And Caley, once again, I'm not entirely sure why, takes the wrong shot, and Magician able to hold on to his set lead here. And Caley has shot a civilian every single time on the sniper roll so far, so he's going to have to change something up on the sniper side if he's going to want to catch Magician out on this. But as of right now, he's stepping into the spy roll, and let's see what he can do with it. KrazyCaley starting things off at center statues. Wow, that is such a ballsy move. And just as he's walking away, picks up the highlight, so he's gonna have to play this carefully. He totally is, but that's a big start from Caley there. Now, I really like this, trying to shed suspicion as much as he can. I think Caley's playing this very well so far. An unusual style on this map, but so far it's working. Just barely able to pick up his first flirt there. 34% on that is going to wind up being very nice indeed. Oh wow, yeah. Magician was really on Caley like a hawk there. So able to pick off Caley again, and suddenly looks like Caley is going to need to find the sniper win just to stay within one set. Goemon Dojo in the chat making a good point about this is unusual play from Caley because it seems he has a much more of a trigger finger than usual. But that's because he can't camp the hard tells on this map. He literally can't, because there is absolutely no way to guarantee that the spy is going to do any hard tells at all. So he, as his other hard tell to camp, is camping inspects. And it's just not working for him the way he wants it to be. So Caley, this map is really screwing with him. It's messing with his standard play to the point where he can't play it like he normally can. And he's just not having a very easy time adjusting because of how many games he's put into the camping style he's so used to. So, not really Caley's fault in this case, but Magician seeming a heck of a lot more comfortable here as he steps into the spy roll. And again, Caley needs to find him as the sniper to just not fall any farther behind. So the pressure's really on Caley at this point. Interesting choice for Magician stepping into that conversation pretty much alone with the ambassador. A couple people enter afterwards as he's able to pick up a flirt. Does interrupt for it, which spies don't actually usually do, so it's not really a tell. Only able to hit 22% off that flirt, but the chase, the bookcase, Seems like it could be a little bit suspect. No highlight from Kaley, though. Magician not actually flirting there, which I think is a blatant error. Never mind. I found out the flirt cooldown. I'm silly. He didn't have time to pick up that flirt. So that's a thing. I apologize, Magician. He did not make a blatant error. As he goes to put back the book he'd gotten from that case. That's not a pad! Okay, we're fine. Everything's okay. Stepping in for his second flirt here. Able to hit a white on that. He's up to 56%. And if he can hit a close green, he can still 3-flirt this. Able to get a fingerprint off that drink, though, so that's very nice. Picking up his banana bread here. Gives off one huge low light, because that was the only person Kaley had highlighted at the time. So, at this point, Kaley doesn't really have any big suspects. Magician has half a flirt and one fingerprint done. He's got a little bit of time, and he seems intent on taking it, but not nearly as much time as he'd like. He might need to chase this flirt. That's exactly what he's going to do. Not the most amazing positioning ever, but definitely workable, especially considering his section target is low lit. Does hit that all-important green test. Oh god! Someone died. And it wasn't Magician. Kaley drops a second set. He's currently down 3-7. And Kaley just hasn't found a way to break Magician's spy yet. And Magician is going around 50-50 on the sniper roll. So this is not a good situation for Kaley. You can tell he's trying different things behavior-wise. He's not focusing in on the statues nearly as much as he was earlier on, but he hasn't found anything that's really worked for him yet, and I think that's just because KrazyCaley's style of play and the way he's been playing, the way he has to play, I should say, on High Rise, just don't really mesh up, and he hasn't found a way to be comfortable in this map yet. So that's okay. It's not like this is a ladder match or anything, so it's not like he's playing for anything other than Spy Party. So this is how you get used to a map like High Rise, and Kaley, despite being a fantastic player, just isn't really there yet. So KrazyCaley steps in to the spiral here with the Magician on the sniper. Do I feel like KrazyCaley's shooting early? A little bit. I feel like he's shooting a little bit early, but I think that more than anything, that just speaks to how uncomfortable he is on this map and how much the paranoia is setting in. Because with 3 minutes and 30 seconds and 3 soft tells to do, with a minute and 15 left on the clock, the spy could very easily be done with his missions. So it's just he hasn't quite honed his game sense in regard to this map yet, and I feel like because he's so uncomfortable here, he's getting jumpy. KrazyCaley stepping into side statues to pick up the flirt here. He's really been making use of these statues, and though he has been taking highlights, it seems to have been working for him other than when he's gone to center statues. Now he has to keep an eye on purple dress here and see if he can possibly do see if he can possibly get any sort of framing done on her, because purple dress is quite suspicious at this point in time. Kaley looking to slot himself in this conversation, not only to pick up the flirt, but possibly to frame purple on the banana bread as well. Does get the banana bread off. Purple dress was not talking during it, but the big, man, that was fast. Ooh, Kaley with a big win there on the spy. I want to have another quick look at this, kind of just scrubbing through to see how this went. Starting things off, went to... Oh, I wasn't paying enough attention to see this, actually. That's a brilliant maneuver going into the hallway to start things off yet, because especially when Orange Dress sidles up next to him, he is just not going to be seen there through that glass. And when he comes away from the glass, he does it from the blue bookcase rather than from the statue. So that came off completely cleanly. Magician just didn't see it as he steps in to get his side statue flirt there. And from there, it was just smooth sailing. Things lined up for Kaley, and he played it fast. So Magician didn't have any time to shoot him out of paranoia. What a fantastic game from Kaley. I'm actually